when it comes to creating a logo, the first thing you need to decide is whether you need a logo at all. I mean, really, a logo is not a necessary step to make a project to start working, right? For example, our MKDev project, during its, I believe, first year of functioning, have worked without any K visual at all. It was just a newsletter and a group in Google Forms something. In general, I believe, the importance of logos for startups is greatly overestimated. If you are at the MVP stage, then you can skip this step altogether and not spend money and time and invest in something more vital. That's it for today, bye! Fine, not so fast. Of course you need a logo, otherwise you wouldn't be here, right? But you must understand in which cases the logo should be included in the development plan at all. I'm going to tell you about this. And I will show you how to create a logo with a minimum of design skills without spending a lot of effort on it. And here goes the intro. Okay, now what do we know about logos? They help your customers to distinguish your product from any other product at a glance. This is actually the only important thing about logos. Yes, they can be of different types: wordmark, lettermark, mascot, pictorial, abstract, you name it. But all this rubbish that you can read on Wikipedia is insignificant because you have only one task: to be different from another product at first sight. At the same time, what and how is depicted on your logo is not important. All this logo ought to reflect the status, values, and the pursuit of high ideals of the company. It's complete bull. In fact, your logo design process may be limited to something like this. Well, why not? It fully achieves its purpose. Here, look. Does it work? It does work. Well, if so, then let's not complicate our life. And while Kirill is poring over the code for our MVP, I will allow myself to relax a little and entrust the creation of the logo to artificial intelligence. Here is what I found. This design studio claims to have created an AI based on a neural network that generates logos from a client's text description. And while they were testing the work of AI for quite some time, the studio was presenting work created by artificial intelligence as the result of the work of a living person. And people believed. The reactions, well, of course, were different. But given that this studio is generally known for its flagrantness and ability to set trends, at least in Russia and Eastern Europe, there was no suspicion. Later, the studio admitted the fact that this is the work of AI and released this as a separate product. And now we are going to check how it works. Here we are offered to start a project. Okay, let's start logging with Google and voila. I paid a one-time payment, which is about $130, and for this money we have 5 products available, 999 options, and you can download 10 of the resulting packages. Let's start. The name of the company, of course, here we enter transcriptor. The description will be more difficult. It's not entirely clear what needs to be entered and what to describe, but realizing that this is still a robot, I will try to use keywords, speech-to-text transcription, transcribe, cheap web app, speech-to-text transcription, cheap. No, not cheap. It should be the cheapest web app web app, web app, web app, web app. Audio to text, transcribe, transcribe, speech to text, transcribe. That's it. Probably. Okay. Start up. Okay, so I already have some metaphors in mind to get us started. Okay, so let's see. Here we have the logo of some airline, a labyrinth, some rubbish, a person with a broken neck, a cargo terminal, airports, red letter T, the same logo that I drew myself a minute ago, and a vagina. Great. Great. This is exactly what I expected to get from the neural network. Let's try again. Okay. More vaginas and T's. I don't know. Maybe I should try changing the keywords. Perhaps I should use fewer words and add multilingual. Okay. Again? No, this is not acceptable. Try again? No. No, this is not right. Try again. Wait, what? What this? I don't know. What? I can't. What the? I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the future. So after several rerolls and attempts to find the right keywords, I decided to stop this mess and settled on 9 options that somehow look like something usable. I paid particular attention to these options because it is similar to the idea behind our service, when a mess turns into understandable words. Having the thought in my head, I came to the idea of sound waves and waveforms, which I decided to feed to the AI, hoping that it would be able to pick up something for me. So let's see. I see something that looks like a wave. After several dozen more attempts to fish out at least some images from the neural network that look like a sound wave and not like a scheme of female reproductive organs or a chicken, I decided to stick with that first option. Now, all that was left was to find the best combination of fonts, colors and sizes. Here, of course, it does not hurt to have at least some taste and sense of style. Those very minimal design skills that I talked about earlier. However, the editing capabilities are still rather poor here. In the end, I found a suitable version of the blue shade, which I was pleased with, and it only remained to download it. So this is what the service offers in the package. This is kind of set for social networks, which supposedly are ready to go. Banners, logos, we also have a template for a business card, a template for a letter, the logo itself, color palette, pattern. Of course, all this cannot be used in this state. All this needs to be edited. But considering that the AI did it quite good, what do you think? After some editing and minimal revision, I tweaked the gradient and removed some excessive shapes. I got this logo. Now I will use it to create the design. But before that, you need to see how Kirill is going with the prototype. This will be the next video, so subscribe if you don't want to miss. Thanks for watching.